Thanks for watching News Echo. My name is Shegun Johnson, and I'm calling right from the city of London. Today is a special edition on one of the gubernatorial candidates in Anambra State, Dr. Godwin Maduka. And we have in the studio with me colleagues from the city of Milan, Mark Godwin. You are welcome to the program.
Good morning, Dr. Shagun. Good morning,
And we
viewers.
also have a colleague from the heart of London, Ambassador Nat Yako. Ambassador Nat, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much and good morning.
Yes, we have a special guest, and we are doing this for the sake of Nigeria so that people could have informed opinion and take correct decisions. Shall we bring in our special guest today, Dr. Godwin Maduka? Hello, sir. Good morning, Dr. Godwin Maduka. Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Dr. Maduka. We're trying to get with your audio. Bear with us. We're trying to get the audio of Dr. Maduka.
It seems his speaker is muted.
Unmute, unmute, unmute.
His speaker is muted. We're not hearing you.
Yes. Unmute, sir. Unmute. Unmute.
Unmute your speaker. The audio.
Yes, say something. Good morning.
Good.
Very nice morning again.
Yes, good morning, Nigeria. We're hearing you loud and clear.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, let me start again. Good morning, Dr. Maduka. We're so glad you are here, and the Nigerians in diaspora would like to meet you. We have so many things about you. Like doctor in the United States, you want to be the next governor of Anambra State. But first of all, the Nigerians in diaspora here would like to meet you. Please tell us a little about yourself, sir.
Well, I just want to start by saying that I'm so glad to be here with all of you. I'm a fellow diasporan. Again, I've been in the United States going to 40 years now, and out of that 40 years, I've been coming home for 30 years. A little bit about me, I grew up in Umuchukwu, a little town in Anambra State, the bordering town with Abia. Okay? We're one of those people that were born before the war and had to start school at the age of 10 in Nigeria in 1970. And lived in the village, managed to do elementary one in my home, Omochukwu, and the neighboring town, I finished the rest of the elementary school. And then had to go to Northia Comprehensive Secondary School, where I did the remaining of the secondary school years. I did 1 year in Norfolk Comprehensive School and then moved to Osens Grammar School in Umunze, which is in Orumba local government. That's where I finished my secondary school.
How did you get to the United States? How did you get to the United States then?
That's what I'm coming from. So, well, I took the jam. I passed to enter Uniport for medicine, and there was no fund. And I had to look for another place to get my education. Luckily for me, my younger brother was able to provide 5,000 naira in 1982, which I used to immigrate to US. And upon getting to US, I was lucky to finish a 4-year program in 1 year, 6 months. That's when
Wow.
I get summa cum laude in chemistry, which is first class in Nigeria, is the equivalent. I proceeded then to go to pharmacy school. I did my doctorate in pharmacy, become a doctor of pharmacy, become a pharmacist. The next month, I jumped into medical school, where I went to medical school in University of Tennessee and graduated. From there, I went to Harvard Medical School, where I did my postgraduate training in anesthesiology, pain management, critical care, and cardiovascular anesthesia. I was able to end up in Las Vegas. God being great, I was able to secure a loan that is based on my CV. I got about $2.1 million with which I started my first hospital. Now I have 6 of them in US. Now you can't forget home. So I was able to come home and start doing philanthropy and changing what I didn't like growing up in Nigeria, especially in my town. So now at the time I can boast of road and bridges, churches for Anglican, Catholic, and all that denomination, which God helped me build. At that time can now boast of High Court, can boast of Magistrate Court, Divisional Police Headquarters. In fact, let me summarize it to say that in my town today, it's like a state in operation. Whatever you have in a state, we have in that town. And that's what I'm telling Anambra people. Upon assuming you governor, I will transform Anambra State to be like a country. If I can make a city look like a state, I can make a state look like a country. It will be a walk in the park for me. That's a little bit of me. I'm married with 5 children, and I live in Las Vegas. And,
I believe your story is a great story, which will go to places, especially being one of us, fellow diasporan, and you have managed to develop your own village into a town and into a city. But we will like to ask you a few questions. Under what party are you contesting now?
well, if you look at my badge here, I'm under Accord Party, #1 party in the ballot paper, and their motto is oneness and progress. Oneness and progress. So if you anybody going to vote, you'll be #1 party in that ballot paper. I chose them for that, and also chose them because there is no problem with that party. They have unity and they are displaying democracy to its best form. So I'm under Accord Party.
All right, sir. We know that Anambra State today has passed from well-known governors. I'm talking of Peter Obi, Obiano. Now, if the next governor is going to be you, it will be you. What do you think you can bring better to the Anambra people that Peter Obi and Willie Obiano had not done? Hello.
Yeah,
Dr. Maduka. Yeah, I think having moved, Anambra State having been passed from Peter Obi to Obiano and now to you, if the voters vote for you, what will you be building upon? Is something that you will improve upon these 2 governors. What will it be, sir?
Well, you see, thank you for this question. And I'm going to summarize the whole governorship thing. I've been around I've been involved with Peter Obi's administration in my own way, Obiano's administration in my own way. I've been supporting the government all the way back to Ngige. I'm not here to criticize anybody, or you have to be in that seat to realize what you can do. Okay, so and I give them kudos for what they have done, at least if there's anything that people will see it anyway. What is Dr. Godwin Maduka is going to do as a diaspora and as a Igbo? What am I going to do? Well, it's clear. I have a 10-point agenda, which I plan on doing. I have watched the government for so many years, and I realized there are some things we need to do, okay, to bring us to the same level with the rest of the world. And everybody knows that. In the area of health, we should reverse the medical tourism, period, from Nigeria. It's a shame for me that we have a lot of diasporans that are so educated in the area of medicine, and our people are still suffering and dying in India. Some are airlifted to UK, some airlifted to America. Whereas one of the authorities in medicine, there's no reason why we wouldn't have that here. I have told Anambra people, I'll make you money. If nothing else, by reversing the medical tourism, I'll put a state-of-the-art hospitals. I've done it already. And one hospital now going that I built, donated to the community, managed by the church. And built these 17 floors of medical wonder, where that we will have medical education fellowship from expatriates and Nigerians in diaspora. They will be coming to do this. And we also have critical care there. There will be transplant, there will be oncology, there will be different areas of tropical medicine that we will be using, okay, to make sure that people in Nigeria don't have to travel elsewhere for them to be able to get health care. I told in Anambra I will build 21 emergency rooms in 21 local government, so that whenever somebody have a serious problem, whether it's accident or whether it's cerebrovascular accident, which is stroke, or whether it's a cardiac event, heart attack, they will go there, get stabilized like they do in the modern world before they can proceed to the hospital. So for that reason, the medicine, the healthcare will be ready for them to go to. I believe there are some people that actually not dead that needed to be resuscitated before being taken to the mortuary. We have a lot of issues or cases where people woke up in the mortuary and ran out of there naked, wondering what is happening because of not having this initial intervention for full resuscitation. Now, I've done that in the area of education. I told Anambra people, I'm a product of a quality education. I'm going to bring the type of education I had overseas and bringing it home. What am I going to do? I told them 21 local government, I will have 21
Well,
I think
we seem to be having an internet problem there. If we can, if
the people.
Yes.
I told them transportation. We are plagued by all the roads in Anambra have been in trouble. It's not motorable. I told them that part of the problem we're having in Anambra roads is bringing the wrong contractors to do road. And you see, when you drive in 1 year or 2 years, the road is gone. So on my watch, there will be a quality road that we will construct so that it don't give us 5 years to 10 years before we can talk about rebuilding it. We have an airport now. I don't know if it's accessible to everybody. I don't know if that is accessible. But in the meantime, upon assuming the governorship of Anambra State, I will look in there and see if in fact if it need to be upgraded or expanded. And if getting there becomes a problem, we will get one that is in the center that everybody will be able to get to, and we'll just leave that one as a cargo airport.
Yes, sir. We will come back to your 10-point agenda. We have received at least 5 now, and we are naming them. But my colleague in the city of London will want to ask you a question. He used to be the ambassador of Nigeria, and now he's in London doing research and broadcasting. Ambassador Nat, you've listened to Dr. Maduka. Do you have any question at this juncture?
Yes, I do. Let me first and foremost welcome Dr. Godwin Maduka to this interview.
Thank you.
I have listened attentively to some of the issues you have addressed. And from the name of your party, Accord, I think Accord has got something to do with what we know as Accord. Bringing people together. Your emphasis is unity.
That's right.
But if anything at all, the southeast and especially Anambra State has become an epicenter of conflict. How do you think if you get into the government house in Oka, how will you bring peace back to Anambra State?
Thank you for that question. I'm here to tell the world. Part of the problem we have in Anambra today is a problem of governance. Period. Problem of governance. And what is governance? Being able to take care of the people that you govern. I'm #1 philanthropist right now in Nigeria. I believe that's what I've been told. And philanthropy have a lot to do with dealing with people. You understand? I've been doing it for over 30 years. Okay? So I'm going to extend what I have been doing as a philanthropist who built over many homes for people, trained people all over the world. We're able to talk to the youths, women, religious leaders, and was able to build a city that's standing today as a hallmark of philanthropy in the whole of the country. So upon assuming the governor of Anambra State, I will continue that philanthropy and merge it with the governance. I will talk to the youth. I'll give the youth and women empowerment. Okay? The problem we have in Anambra is the youth who will go to school, they will get their bachelor's degree, they're so proud of it, and they go to NYC, they're so proud of it. After they finish NYC, they are left to be roaming around. What is going on in here? This is our children. What do you want them to do? If you can offer them employment, somebody offer them a gun, they will go there. Okay? Now, it's kind of hard not to talk about some of that. In Anambra State, becoming the governor, I've told them you don't need to pay me. I'm not coming there to become a governor. I'm coming here to serve my people. Fortunately, unfortunately, I had to become a governor to be doing that to the level that I want to do it. So I'm guaranteeing everybody that upon assuming the governor of Anambra State, I will do those things that will bring peace and tranquility here because I've been doing it. I am these people. I grew up in Anambra. When I left for US, I was already a grown man. So I know what is ailing us. People are not addressing it. Let me say this again. Let me say this.
Yeah.
The problem in Anambra is governance. If you're a governor, utilize our resources to help your people. Do not do sectional governance. The town is not the only place in Anambra that you have to take care of. So it makes a lot of people angry. If you elected a governor, you elected a governor for everybody, the whole state. I'm the only governor candidate that ever been to the Anambra West. I had to take River Niger with a speedboat to go over there and talk to those people. They have been left alone. They're so marginalized, it's not even funny. To get to their homes, I had to get Okada on top of Okada to go there. You can't track it. And Okada was so bad when you're on Okada. So we know what is ailing Anambra. When we do that and give them good governance, listen to everybody, create a job for the youth, empower women, and be reachable, problem in Anambra will be solved. Thank you.
Okay, I have a follow-up question to that. The security of Anambra was compromised a few weeks ago that Governor Obiano had to go to President Buhari to be assured that there will be no emergency state declaration. How will you have resolved that one, knowing fully well that we have IPOP on the ground or underground, we have the ESN, we have the various groupings that are really forming tectonic challenges to the. How would you have handled that if the federal government wanted to make that place a state of emergency?
in this case, I can align with my governor.
Mm.
You understand? Don't declare us a state of emergency. We need a state of help. Send us help down here. A state of emergency has its own connotations. You understand? So, and you don't even have to, a government, the Nigerian government don't need to declare a state of emergency for Anambra State. They know what to do. I've been calling on them to come in here and help us. If you declare a place a state of emergency, shutting down the state. So that's my answer to that. Send all the troops, send everybody. Let's go.
Okay.
Our normal life. Let's overwhelm these people. So what was happening in Niger Delta, it took us so while to do that. They know what to do. I live here.
All right, Dr. Maduka, we have a colleague in Italy, Mark. Mark in Milan, Italy. Would you like to ask a gubernatorial candidate of Accord, Dr. Maduka, your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Shagun. Dr. Godwin Maduka, it's a pleasure having you. I have one question. Number one is your resume, your academic resume is very impressive. You have been able to bag 3 doctorate degree. You also said something to BBC, and that is that you will build 21 university in your tenure. How possible is that, sir? 21 university. How is that possible?
I hope on appearing on Ben TV today that I put this to rest. And I don't know why is it negative things seem to get a lot of attention. As a triple professor, as an educator for 30 years or 20 to 30 years. Now, anybody that is reporting this is not a journalist. He's just a jack of all trades. I have a young man that put a microphone in my mouth in my early stages of running for governor. I say, even if I have mental illness, how are you going to be 21 universities? It's not a cost effective. What I told them is, I will build the type of university that I'm trained with. Not all these universities, I will build a very nice university. Then I will take satellite campuses to 21 local governments. You understand? So that we have satellite campuses. But the mediocre, immature journalist didn't understand that. And that's why now whenever everybody appear to me, I've been a little bit shy from talking to the wrong people. As we speak now, I don't have the best conducive atmosphere to even talk to you. Okay? So we're dealing with journalism in Nigeria to actually portray what I'm trying to say. So my people, let the world know, as an educator, I will build a modern university that anybody can attend from all over the world. I will in turn make satellite campuses in 21 local governments. If you go to Obaru, the riverine area, they will do marine biology. They do fishery. You go to my place, Orumba, there will be agriculture, herbal medicine, pharmacognosy. You go to Onitsha, for example, they have a campus of legal studies. You give the people what they're known for, and that way they will be able to be literate, and Anambra will take its rightful place in Nigeria as the most illiterate state. We're already higher than a lot of states, but we are even going to be higher. So that, and if Anambra is higher in literacy, and Nigeria will be higher in literacy, we're going to drive this country and this state to the level they should be to compete with everybody else in the world.
Thank you.
Okay,
very much. It's good. Sorry, it's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's good he clarified that 21 university thing. Sir, let me say that we need to really say this loud so that it can be corrected on the internet, because when they Google your name, that's the first thing that comes out. Dr. Maduka says he will build 21 universities. So if there's a way we could say this out loud more, and it's good you have also clarified it and made the record straight of what you said. So it's a shame to the journalists and the media house that put out that information. Thank you very much, sir.
Ambassador,
thank you. One little thing about that.
Yeah.
One little thing about that, league. One little thing. Actually, that 21 university gave me a name in Nigeria. Because everybody said, who is this guy that wants to build 21 universities? Okay? And now, most of you that know I'm in education will realize it as an obvious mistake. And my brother, you can take the mantle and go ahead and go to social medias and say, this is what the man is saying. Okay?
Yes, that's
satellite campus is different from 21 universities. You understand?
Okay. All right. We'll take a question from Ambassador Nat.
Okay, thank you very much. Dr. Godwin Maduka, you have a passion for quality education, I believe. And immediately you start talking about education, I get emotional because that is where I come from. And my strong personal opinion and belief is that it's not the number of universities, polytechnics, or colleges of education that matter. And for those of us who attended universities in Nigeria in the early 70s, late 80s, we knew the quality of education in Nigeria. When you get a degree, it's universally accepted, but not now. I would have thought that anybody coming into governance, a state governor like you are aspiring to, should work on the quality of education. The few universities we have, they really need quality teachers, quality curriculum, quality environment. What's your take on that?
Thank you, Ambassador Nat. But we lost him while you were asking the question. It's okay.
Okay.
Hope that they're able to.
Shall we just discuss his governorship while we are trying to, if we can? I think the next level of discussion I will have taken it to will have been how effective is the Accord Party in Anambra State, because Anambra has got 4 main parties that we know: ABGA, APC, PDP, and the Labour Party. Dare I say Zenith Labour Party, and the Accord Party. I don't know how many seats they have in the House and in the Senate, and so that will have been something that we would like to know whether they have grassroots at all, and we will have loved to ask him whether he has enough grassroots to move around, foot soldiers, and then we ask him questions on corruption, how to stop corruption from Anambra State and take it to the federal level. Ambassador Nat,
he's here with us.
Okay.
But also maybe we need to make it a little bit snappy, because our Nigerian network and going off and on. You're welcome.
Okay, let's make it snappy then. Sorry about the court. We really don't know what happened, but you're welcome, Dr. Maduka. Are you hearing us? Are you hearing us?
Yeah, I'm with you, but I need to know what your question is again.
The question is that Accord Party will be contesting against strong parties in Anambra State, strong parties like ABGA, APC, PDP, Labour parties, Zenith Labour Party. To what extent does your party have foot soldiers to cover the 21 local governments in Anambra State?
I'm so happy you asked that question. Number 1 party today is Accord. APGA have failed us. Unfortunately, APC have failed, and PDP have failed. The rest of the parties, we don't even know who they are. The party now that is going to take the next governorship of Anambra is Accord. If you go to APC, they have illegitimate candidates. The guy that emerged as a candidate doesn't even have a primary. we are in 21st century or more democracy. How can you not conduct primary and you want to be the governor of Anambra State? As far as I'm concerned, is that illegitimacy. Also, it causing a lot of problem in Anambra State, bringing mayhem all over the place. They even are tying him to this problem we're having in Anambra. So as far as that is concerned, APC is out. Let's talk about Apuga. Apuga have become a shameful party in Anambra. They used to be the party to beat. All of us were in Apuga. Everybody was in Apuga. But recently, the Apuga that you know is no more. Even the wife of Apuga founder, Ojukwu's wife, was also humiliated by Apuga. They like to go ahead and give somebody a certificate of return only to yank it from them. It become a cash and carry. Now, I don't have much to say about their governor because I can't criticize any governor in Nigeria. Somebody elected
the deputy governor just decamped, you know.
But when I about the Africa, okay, that shows you how dysfunctional it is. Plus, we believe that Soludo can never be the governor of Anambra State because he never did anything that was worth thinking about when he was CBN governor. We gave him a chance to be a governor before in a different entity, and he wants to come now under Apuga. Both him and Apuga is off the chart. Okay, so Apuga is no more. People are decamping every day from Apuga. Let's talk about PDP. PDP have never been, I don't think they will smell governorship in Anambra anytime. Probably never. Everybody know that Godwin Maduka, brought a little bit of democracy and home training and cash and took care of my people in PDP.
Does Accord have a position in the House of Reps in the state
took
assembly?
From me. They did selection instead of election. Val Osibo have no right to even be a candidate. You understand? He couldn't do the work in Transcorp. Frankly, he was fired. Okay, when they were doing renovation. He knows what he did over there, but he's not in the caliber to help Anambra State. Let's talk about who else is left.
Zenith Labour Party.
So all the parties is gone. The only party, Zenith Labour. Okonkwo is not running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
He's not running. Why? The central, the north will go, and now the south. All the elders of Anambra held that meeting, and agreed. But he is coming from central for what belongs to the south. Now, the only time he would have been allowed to win Anambra governorship is if there's nobody in the south. Of all the aspirants, I am Mr. Evidence 2021. I'm the one that have built a city and named it. I have contributed to the GDP of Anambra State. I have trained more doctors and lawyers in this state than anybody. I have contributed to the infrastructures. I have got involved with every aspect of Anambra. Okay, so Zenith Party is out of the chart because they have the wrong candidate and they're in the wrong place. There's no governor that will come from the central if they want peace and tranquility to reign in Anambra State. So Dr.
Maduka, I'm mindful of the time, and I will just ask Ambassador Nat to ask his last question, and we may wrap this up. So, Ambassador Nat, what's your last question to the gubernatorial candidate of Accord?
Okay, thank you very much, and once again, Dr. Maduka, you have a passion for education, and the number of universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. But what I am concerned is the quality of education that we delivering today to our young ones? What are you going to do with to improve the quality of education?
You see, my strongest attribute in the whole thing is education and medicine, which is much needed. Okay? I said earlier that I will build a standard university, which will be the yardstick for the education. Okay? I will also clean up the rest of the educational system, set them to a standard they need to be in. Okay, the government need to get involved with the education. I will get involved with the schools and keep them the standard. And the standard teachers, I will pay them very well and make sure that people and our children will compete very well all over the world. You understand? So that's my take on that.
Okay, doctor. We're about to wrap it up. There are 11 million diasporas that will be listening to you in the next 1 week through the viral of this production. And what would you like them to do? They will have their telephones. They will be calling their family members in Anambra now. I want you to spend the next 3 minutes to tell them what to say about you, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, my people in diaspora, I'm so glad that I'm one of you. Buhari came to New York and called all the prominent Nigerians in US to come to meet him in New York, from every aspect, from engineering to medicine to whatever, and we went. And he gave us that clarion call to come home and get involved with governance and development of Nigeria. I answered that call. I want all my fellow diasporans, these people, they're doing their best. I'm not going to over here and tell the people that have been in governance here that they haven't done well. But we can't just sit in America, London, US, everywhere, South Africa, Dublin, and Scotland, and criticize these people. Come home. You're living in another man's land. Come home. Let's develop this place. And Anambra will be on the starting point and go to every state of the union. Let's come back and bring what we have learned overseas to make it work. Okay, so I'm calling on them to come and support me. I'm one of you.
I think the message is clear, sir. But how about what's your opinion? What's your opinion about diaspora voting? You said come home, but some diasporas will say, "But why can't I vote from here?" What is your opinion, sir?
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, it might be too late now. That might be in the future. But the diasporans send about 24 billion every year to this country. And your money is being wasted because there's no good governance to take account of that. So while we cannot vote from there now, I want all the diasporans.
Yes. Okay. See you soon.
I think we lost him.
Okay.
But he has made some clear expressions and voice.
Hello.
Dr. Shagun, is that correct? Okay.
Yes. Okay, sir. So this final statement, because we are losing you, and that's just what we would like to. Your last statement, because we closed it up now.
Yeah, the last statement I'm telling the diasporans is to get involved.
Oh dear.
Call everybody. I'm a diasporan and I'm produce one. Okay? Call everybody. Right. Let's go ahead and win this governorship. And what I'm telling the people of the diaspora, I will create a level field for you, for your investments. I will protect it. I want you to come home with your educational background, business background, governance background, and come home. Let's change this nation for the betterment of all of us.
All right.
Thank you.
On behalf of all of us here in the studio, Ambassador Nat in the city of London, Mark in Milan, and my humble self, we want to thank you very much for coming our way. And we want to say that we'll be monitoring the elections on November 6th. We want to make sure that every vote counts. We'll send our men on the ground and we will be able to discuss this one. We don't know whether electronic transmission of voting results will be done, but we shall be pushing that at the INEC level, as we shall be having discussion with INEC at some point. We see that the National Assembly is changing their mind on electronic voting, and so we'll be on this. We want the right man to win, not Naira to win, and not INEC to declare for us or the judges to tell us who the governor should be, but we want the people of Anambra to decide their own governor. On behalf of us, thank you very much, sir. And from Nat in London and Mark in Milan, that's how far we'll go today. I want to say thank you very much until Wednesday when we bring in the chairman, the current acceptable chairman to PDP, Yocha Ayu, will be with us live in the studio. Make sure you are there 11 a.m. on Wednesday. Yocha Ayu will be with us, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you.